Hi, it's me, the autistic Gen Xer with anxiety and depression. Some call me Tim. Um, so, all I've ever wanted to do, really, is help people. Even when I was making music, it was to entertain others and bring some joy, right? And coding, I wanted to make video games to entertain people and bring some joy. I like entertaining people. Um, so when I wrote the Java programming book, um, the best part of the whole thing, it didn't sell very well. Mm. Um, and it became obsolete pretty quick. But the best part, I got an email from a kid, and he sent me a little program, and it was a lunar lander clone that he made from scratch. And he said, "Look what you helped me do. Look what I did because you taught me." Oh, that felt good. That felt really good. There are nice people out there, I hope. I got a message from my daughter a couple days ago, and she asked me if I ever get all these religious people coming and knocking on the door. And I said, not really. Um, they don't ever come around here. We live back in a neighborhood that has it's a rural neighborhood. Just, there's no sidewalks, there's no street lights. It's, nobody comes around for trick or treating and Halloween, right? We're just sort of off the beaten path. If it's at night and the neighbors don't have lights on, like our house, maybe you don't even know it's a house, right? So I get it. But then that reminded me that, we used to get, oh, by the way, if you see the smoke coming through, I just have some incense burning to calm me. Yeah, it looks like I'm on fire. Ooh, smoke. That's a ghost. No, it's a ghost. Ooh. Okay. We used to get religious people coming up, even when, we live back here. And I thought, oh, I think I know. We did have a Buddha statue out next to on the front porch, and they used to come all the time. I think they saw that and thought, I'm going to hell. I don't know. We replaced it with, we got a carved bear, right? And it has a Native American headdress. So, and I begrudgingly, I joked, I'm like, well, we have this, insensitive racial thing on the front porch. So all the religious people figure we're good and we don't need any help, which is sad. And personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with a cute caricature of a bear and a Native American headdress. I think it's cool. I think Native Americans are cool. They were here before us. So, I mean, how cool is that? First one's here. I don't think I would have, okay, this is getting off track. Yeah, I don't think it's wrong. Some people may disagree, to each their own, but I do think it's funny that we put that out there, which some people have commented on that, how do you have that out there? And now the religious people don't stop by, but they stop by my daughter house. She said there's 3 churches in the area. So she gets like peppered with people coming around. You'd think they wouldn't write down, like, we've already been to these houses and they're crazy. But then she said, I wanted to get some yard decorations that would scare them, but I begrudge the politeness you people instilled in me. That was her words. You people. Like your parents, like you're angry that we instilled politeness in you. Well, I said, thanks, question mark. Like, I'm not really sure. Is this good or bad? I mean, and it's interesting because I think we raised a couple of good kids despite everything. We didn't know what we were doing any other parents probably, but we spoke to the kids like they were adults, even when they were 2. We let them fail. We made them think for themselves. And we don't go to church. We're not religious. But both of our daughters at some point in their lives said, hey, I want to go to church. And we said, okay, go. I'm not going to hold you back from wanting to, if you want to become religious or you want to explore religion, that's on you, right? I'm not going to control you or tell you what to believe. Um, that's what cult members do. Because I honestly, I think churches are a cult. They can be. I think some of the big mega churches around the United States, the white Christian nationalists, that's a cult. But anyway, so the kid, daughter number one, goes to Sunday school one time and they asked us to not bring her back. And honestly, it felt like a super win. I'm like, I'm a good parent because she was just asking them simple questions that they couldn't answer. So their response was, go away. And that told her everything she needed to know about that religion. They won't answer my questions and they don't want to hear it and they can't think. They don't want to even think about the questions I'm asking. Just don't come back. Yeah. Um, our other daughter waited until later and she had friends that would go like on youth group trips and stuff. And it was like, okay, if you want to do that. And she did it for a little while and then came to some conclusion that, nah, it's not for her. I don't really know what happened. She's very polite, so she didn't just immediately pepper them with questions like daughter number one. And maybe that was part of why we instilled politeness in her. And be like, you can't always say what you're thinking. Say it later. Say it to yourself. You know, sometimes you've got to be polite. So yeah, I have those thoughts. It's like, I think that if you believe in something that brings you peace, who the hell would want to take that away from someone? But when your beliefs switch from bringing you peace to violence on other people because they don't share your belief, that's the problem, right? And I think most wars in this country, maybe all of them, are religion based. Like probably most of them, they're all started because of religion. Look at what's going on in the world today. Look at what's happened at most of the wars, not all the wars, but still, you have cultures that, even if it isn't so much a religion thing, they believe that you should believe what they believe. And if you don't, we're going to kill you. That's a religion based on fear. No religion based on fear could be an actual religion. It's a cult. Sorry if you're part of a cult, but you are. If you are in a religious group that runs on fear, a religious group that thinks those who don't believe what you believe are wrong and they should die or be left, they should leave the country. I hope you find some peace later. I hope you realize that the violence is wrong and that you're hanging around the wrong group of people and you should find a new group of people. So that's it for this fun Friday. Do all the things for the algorithm, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.